Yamanaka. He's going to be against car number 144 from Cheeseburger Racing with the S13 Sylvia, Mr. Daniel. Battle number 3 from Evangelion Racing with the GR86, car number 530, Wataru Matsuyama. These will be battling from Team Kazama in S15, Sylvia, John Benjamin. Battle 4, filling out the left side of the bracket. It's car number 4 from Team Orange, Masanori Kohashi. And he's going to be battling a teammate from Team Orange and Mr. DIY, car number 100, Ming Ming. Battle 5, the first one on the right side of the bracket. We have car number 36 from TMS Racing, Kazumi Takahashi. These will be battling from Team Kazama, car number 10, Toshihiki Oyu. Battle number 6 from TMS Racing and 5X Tires, car number 37, Koichi Yamashita. And he's going to be battling from Team Orange Jr. in a JZX 100 Chaser, car number 131, Yuma. Battle number 7, Fat 5 Racing in the 890 Supra, car number 87, Daigo Saito. And he's going to be battling also from Fat 5 Racing in JZX 100 Mark II 101, Luca Maryland. And our final battle, top 16 from Big Globe, SSR Dunlop, car number 38, Itsuki Fukada. And she's going to be going against from Cusco Racing, car number 774, Hokuto Matsuyama. And those are our top 16 drivers for this weekend. So we're looking at a lot of very, very good battles. Going from 16 to 1. Yamasa and Yuma is going to be a very good battle. What do you think the best battle is going to be for the top 16?
It's interesting because we have a lot of underdogs there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Luca can do against Daigo. It'd be very interesting. He's had some troubles the past few rounds, but he's in the top 16, hoping that he can go as far as he can.
Hit him, having fun.
I guess you get to do that when you're a number 1 qualifier. Or 16 qualifier. I guess it's just 1 and 16. Oh. All right, we got a 25th qualifier doing it too.
Oh, I love the crab walk. And our sponsors, G-Shock, Edifice, Melindy, Yokohama, Bridgestone, Dunlop, Goodyear, Goodride, Kenda, Bolino, Toyo Tires, 5X, Markma, MID Wheels, Moti, Carport Autosave, RSR, Brito, Ogura Clutch, Rays, Gusto, HPI, HKS, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Lexus, Apex, Fujitsu, Project Mune, VP Racing, BN Sports, Swift Springs, Hot Wheels, Kazuma Auto, Arai Helmet, Treasure One, D-Max, Hummingbird, FPV Drone, Kiha, Torque Drift 2, and Sportsland Sugo. That's our list of sponsors. And we're going to go to a quick commercial, and we'll see you guys shortly.
G-SHOCK MRG カシオ The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りでも。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Freddy Gaspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Welcome back. The drivers are just getting ready. And while they're getting ready for Formula Drift Japan, presented by G-Shock, round 4, Sportsland Sugo. And our MC and our judges are, our MC is Aichi Kutsu, and our judges are Yuji Imamura, Tadahiro Fukada, and Kenji Yamanaka. Hashtag FDJ.
See if they have some more stickers.
Oh, dude, these stickers that they got are crazy. And it's me, Josh.
I'm Langston. We get to enjoy y'all's presents.
These guys are the best. They're the best. And that shows the overall layout of Sugo. You have the run up, the 3-2-1 cone, and the zone 1, outer zone 1 in the back, and 2 and 3. And right by zone 2, you have hashtag FDJ, Sugo, and hashtag Sugo. And up top by zone 1, you have FD. They put in a lot of work to get that set up the way it is.
Yep, there's some pictures of all the work that they were doing, making sure that the lines were straight, everything was centered up. I think the doing it in the sand is a little bit easier. You just push the sand out.
And you chalk on the outside.
Yeah.
So I wonder, is that chalk or is that spray paint? Yeah, they put in quite a bit of work to knock that out right before this round. And they had FDJ 2 1 up as well yesterday.
Yep. The sun's out, starting to heat up a little bit, but that's a lot better than the rain.
Yeah.
So we'll all take it.
Track's a little hotter, so I'm expecting a lot more smoke. But also the drivers need to be careful not to overheat the tires.
It'd be real easy to do it out here when pretty much you're just floored the whole time.
Yeah.
They do have a bit of a drive back, so that does kind of help cool it down. I don't know if it cools it down that much. This is our top 16 bracket.
Battle 1 is Minoa versus Mada. Battle 2, Yamanaka versus Mr. Daniel. Then we have Masayama versus Benjamin. Kohashi versus Ming Ming. Takahashi versus Oyu. Yamashita versus Yuma. Daigo Saito versus Luka. And finishing up, we have Itsuki Hamada, or Itsuki Kada versus Hakuto Matsuyama. That's 2 different people. Yeah, it is. And I seen Hamada just head to the burnout box. We have a couple more guys getting ready, staged, and ready to hit this burnout box as well. Yeah, overall from 13 to 16, there was quite a few surprises. And also a few regulars getting their way through.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we see Manoa in at least the top 4 almost every single time.
And we ended up with, what, 3 more times?
Yep.
So we had quite a few good battles, a couple mistakes, but overall, we ended up with top 16. And pretty soon we'll be down to 1.
What are some predictions that y'all see that are going to get to the grade 8 out of the bracket so far? There is Manoa right there getting ready. Got the judges waving at all the fans.
Yeah, it's a little bit toasty right now. So yesterday they were using umbrellas for the rain. They're using them for the sun. They're competing corners. Corner 4 versus corner 3. Now they're calling for pit crews.
Which I don't know if they're going to get too much noise. They're probably all working on the cars.
Already packed up.
Intro is off. Head into the warm-up box.
Yep, just entered the course and heading back there now. Just keeping Mata waiting back there. Nice and warm. Yeah, there's a quite a bit of distance between the start line and the burnout box. And they are doing the burnout box off the track because they use this, and you can see to the right of the screen they have go-karts running as well. But they'll use these courses for multiple sports, multiple events. And the last thing you want to do is be coming around and hit a rubber spot when you're on a motorbike and it's a little wet out.
Yep, with that being said, that's why there's no lines or boxes for the zones. With that being said, the edge of the track is the rumble strips, so as long as you're getting to the rumble strip without touching, you are deep into each zone.
Yep, that's right. Sugo wanted us to stay off the rumble strips as much as possible, so for this round this year, and possibly for the rest, on the rumble strip means off the track.
Yep. With that being said, there is a lot of rubber on the rumble strips already.
But the drivers, they know that it's best to stay off of them if you want to put down a good, clean, high-scoring lap.
We've seen all weekend that the judges are docking heavy for going into the rumble strips, and if not passed, you will get docked for it.
Yeah, essentially it's better to go shallow on the zones with rumble strips than it is to go deep. On the plus side, with the increase in temperature, I feel like the winds increased a bit, so it's not, you can't really feel the increase in temperature so much.
Yeah, there is a go-kart competition, I guess, this weekend as well. It's at the other side of the track. If you see the burnout box, you'll see the track that we're talking about. They get to go around. We don't get to see them. We're up here. But it does look like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it's tricky, especially with the mics. Because, I mean, most people are here to hear the cars. We're just hanging out, having fun, and providing any additional details we can. Yeah.
I know when I watch, I just want to watch the cars, listen to the cars, and then kind of get like back briefed on what happened, if anything happened that was bad.
Or if you have any questions, etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Formula Drift Japan 2025, Round 4, Sportsland Sugo, top 16. Got the first battle in the warm-up box. As you can see, Hamada giving it a little bit more smoke than Manoa. We'll see if that plays in his advantage or not.
And pulling up to the start line. We're going to have car number 771, Hiroya Minoru from Cusco Racing in his GR Corolla in the lead. And in the chase, car number 9, Kiyofumi Hamada with Hashinan Racing, Valino in his JZX100 Chaser.
They got the go lights. Heading down the hill into this 3-2-1. Hamada doing a very nice job staying right there with Manoa. Hamada getting one tire off on that inside clip and coming around. Doing an excellent job getting right there into that pocket all the way through to outer zone 4.
That was a great run.
Yeah, that was very aggressive. Both drivers doing exactly what they need to.
Hamada's just right there with him. Right at the line. You know, just putting it right on the edge, right where it needs to be. And the best thing is, you have Hamada right there with him. He knows Hero's going to put down a good, solid, consistent, clean run. And lets his job become super easy with the chase.
Having trust in your opponents is a great thing.
Oh, definitely.
Or what does this one say now?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It did say something different. I can tell it's different.
Yeah, yep. Now I wonder, does someone collect all of them?
Oh, like a pass out?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just imagine a wall with nothing but those in there. You can read it from each round to round. Or each run to run.
That would be pretty cool.
Well, of course I wouldn't be reading, but somebody could. And switching it up, we have car number 9, Hamada in the lead and being chased by Hiro.
Got the go lights, heading down the hill. Coming around. Hamada throwing in a lot of angle. Manoa had to get right there into that tire at outer zone 1. Manoa getting lost in the smoke just a little bit, but comes back around and gets right in that pocket in outer zone 4.
That was a great run. So that's what I consider the classic Sugo style run. Super wide, lots of angle. But unfortunately this year, going up to the rumble strips, it's a little too deep. Yep. Overall, lots of angle, lots of speed, very good clean run. And look how close Hiro is. Just right on him.
They're definitely going to be taking a look at the lead runs to see compare
Yep.
who went off track and who went off more.
So what do you guys think? I'm telling you, that was a great battle. That's how you start a top 16.
Yeah, he's swinging for the fences this weekend. Both drivers.
And it's crazy because, again, that's what we're used to seeing at Sugo. Tires on the rumble strip through the entire rumble strip. But unfortunately, tires on the rumble strip this year is a no-go.
I would feel like how bumpy they are and how big the gap is between each would mess you up, but it doesn't.
Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Hiro. Judge Takada, Hiro. Judge Yamanaka, Hiroya Minoa. So it looks like Hiro will be going to our top 8. Or I guess our great 8. Yeah, they're saying that Hamada just a little too deep in zones 1, 3, and 4.
Yo.
And sometimes that's all it takes.
And that's exactly what you were talking about before the run. Is they're docking points heavy, making sure you know not to get on the too far off the track, and it shows. Even though that's what all the drivers have been used to, it's just what they're doing. Mile was ready, and it looked like they might have started. Oh, there's Daniel coming out now. So they'll both head to the warm-up box.
Yeah, it looked like Daniel just got out of the pits a little late. He said Daniel was having some issues, so he got out of the pits late, and that's the reason why. And we're going to be going with the next battle, so they're going to, Mr. Daniel will be going back to the pits, and he's getting a full 5 minutes if he needs it. So we'll be going to battle 3. And pulling up now, we have in the lead, car number 530, Wataru Masayama with Evangelion Racing in his GR86. And in the chase, we have car number 83, Chiam Benjamin Team Kazama in his S15 Sylvia.
They're heading up to the start line now. Getting the thumbs up, starting the light. And they're off. Coming down the hill. Masayama doing a nice job initiating in there. And then Benjamin staying right there with him all the way through outside zone 1. Falling a smidge behind through outside zone 2 and 3, trying to catch up in outside zone 4.
A very good run by Masayama. Nice and deep on entry. Skirts the rumble strip on zones 1 and 2. Come back around for 3. Beautiful placement, and it leads a little deep into zone are a little late into zone 4. Overall, very good run. And Benjamin right there with him the whole time. And you can see from the drone shot the proximity. See Benjamin do a little bit extra angle going into zone 2, and that's when he lost some of that proximity, but he wasn't far off the whole time. The Evangelion girls cheering on Masuyama. I feel like the livery for the GR86 makes it look even more intimidating.
Yeah, they did a good job with that. And then you have right next to them a slicked out all carbon fiber S15.
I know, it's.
Which one would you choose?
It's tough. It's
a
tough.
Clean look or a livery look?
Yeah. Yeah, switching positions. We're going to have Benjamin in the lead and Masuyama in the chase.
Heading down the hill. Benjamin coming in. The nice, easy initiation coming in through this outside zone 1. Masuyama stayed a little bit behind. He'll be getting lost in the smoke in outside zone 2, but comes around and finishes off all the way through outside zone 4.
I'll tell you what, zone 1 to zone 4, that speed picks up super fast. Nice right on the edge of the rumble strip. Masuyama right there with him. A little shallow through 2, great through 3, and nice and deep through 4. Quite a few drivers use the in cut between the 3-2-1 and zone 1. It makes for a nice smooth transition for a lot of the drivers. Lets them throw on a lot more angle.
I started to notice when it's gripped up like that, if they initiate at the back of that 3-2-1, they get into outer zone 1 early, but they are shallow or late getting into outside zone 2. But if they cut the corner from that 3-2-1 a little late in outside zone 1, they get all the way through outside zone 2. So it's kind of a risk/battle of what you want to do.
Oh, definitely. And I think part of that too is because when you take the rumble strips essentially off the track, because they're now out, that shortens the distance. I mean, that makes the track a lot more skinny, so it's a whole lot harder to throw extra angle in and still make it to the further zones.
Yep.
The Evangelion girls hoping for a good result. And I think the judges are finishing up their decisions right now. And judgment for battle 3. Judge Imamura, one more time. Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka goes Masuyama. Looks like we're having our first one more time. They were saying that it was all because of the out zones. You got to make sure you get to the edge, but not too far. And up next, we have car number 61, Mao Yamanaka, Good Right Motorsports, in his A90 Super in the lead, and in the chase, car number 144, Mr. Daniel, Cheeseburger Racing, in his S13 Silver.
Heading down the hill. Mao does a nice job entering. Daniel staying right there with him, getting lost in the smoke just a little bit after that outside zone 1. Falling behind in that outside zone 2 and 3, trying to catch up now in zone 4.
Mao coming in nice. Right on the edge, nice deep and quick. A little shallow, not too much. Zone 1, nice out to zone 2, zone 3. A little late in zone 4. Overall, a very clean run. It looked like Daniel was having just a bit of trouble trying to keep up with it.
Yeah, he was having some boost issues this weekend, not being able to spool up really fast. He has a really big turbo on that LS. So, but it's also his first time out, so it's also going to be a trial and error.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's definitely trialing, and he's finding some errors.
I know he's still working on the tune.
Yep, it's a fresh tune. He had it tuned this previous week, probably like Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. So it's definitely a work in progress, but he's out here killing it, getting all the way to the top 16.
Yeah. And on the flip side, you have Mao just laying down a nice, consistent, clean run.
Has a car that he's had for a while now.
Just looks comfortable.
Yep.
Now pulling up to the start line, switching positions. We're going to have Daniel in the lead and Mao Yamanaka in the chase.
Heading down the hill. Daniel in the lead. Mio getting right there on his bumper as they move around to the outer zone 1. Mio staying a little bit back all the way through. You can see that Mio's using that left foot brake where he doesn't get too close. And all the way through outer zone 4.
Yeah.
Mio was on that left foot brake a lot.
I mean, you got to be.
Yep. He's a little bit faster than Daniel, so it's either hit him or lock up the front tire.
Then you're deep through zone 1, swinging on zone 2. Nice there. A bit deep through 3. And just trying to get out the corner. And Mao just playing it nice and safe, keeping a car length back. Overall, very good, clean battle. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Mao Yamanaka. Judge Fukada goes Mao Yamanaka. And Judge Yamanaka goes Mao Yamanaka. So it looks like Mao will be going to the grade 8.
And that would start the first battle. Not yet, but with Manoa. He'll be in the first battle in the grade 8 versus Hiro Manoa, which is going to be a great battle to watch.
The judges were saying it's really because we're going a little too deep in the zones. That gets you every time.
Yep. It is hard not seeing.
Up next, we have in the lead, car number 4, Masaru Kohashi, Team Orange. And in the chase, car 100, Ming Ming with Mr. DIY and Team Orange.
Ming getting right up and personal with Masanori as he leaves outer zone 1. Just enough room to transition outer zone 3. And then comes back around and gets right back on the door in outer zone 4.
I'll tell you this, Ming Ming just sticking it to his door.
And he did that in top 32 as well.
Yeah.
He's being very aggressive this weekend.
And this is probably one of the best lead runs I've seen Kohashi do this weekend. Just right on the zones. Zone 4.
Might have gave him a little love tap at the end.
Rubbin's racing. And That was a great chase. And a perfect lead.
It is the fun part about going against your teammates, because you know they're going to do solid every single time, and you can give them some love taps and get like nudge them a little bit because it's fun, but at the same time either you or your teammate is advancing. So
yeah. Did it look like smoke was coming out the back of Masanori's car?
it did, but he was having a lot of tire smoke, so that future control and charger.
Now switching positions. We're gonna have Ming Ming in the lead, and Kohashi in the chase.
They're off, heading down the hill. Masanori getting right there on his door as they come around outer zone 1. Masanori not giving him any room to transition through outer side zone 3, and then comes back around to outer zone 4. He said, I felt you touch me. I'm going to get you back.
Don't worry. I got your back. Nice wide approach. Moving out to zone 1 nicely. Swinging back. Zone 2, really nice. 3, really nice also. And then swinging out through 4.
Swinging was a little deep and bobbing a little bit in that first zone, but
overall, 2 very good clean runs.
Yep.
Just to make the judge's job hard.
Yep, they're definitely going to be replaying it. Got the crew looking on, waiting for a result.
And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Ming Ming. Judge Fukada, Ming Ming. Judge Yamanaka goes Ming Ming. Looks like Ming Ming will be going on to the Great 8.
Yeah, on the run-up, I did see some smoke, so maybe there was something to it. Masanori is having troubles all weekend. You can see right there. I don't know if that's tire smoke.
Yeah, on the run-up?
Yeah, burning them down in 4th gear, going downhill is kind of crazy. So that might be a little smoke or something.
And they said that was a super high-level battle. Masanori's cutting of the zone 4 played into it quite a bit, and then they looked at the depth of the zones for the rest of the ones. On the right side, in the lead, we have 136 Kazuki Takahashi with TMS Racing. And in the chase, car 10, Yoshiki Oyu with Team Kazama.
Oh no. Something happened with Oyu on the run-up. So Takahashi is going to have a free practice run. It was very unfortunate. I was really looking forward to this battle. He's moving really slow, so. Ooh, kind of sounded like a clutch problem.
Yeah.
So he just tried to get on it and his car didn't move.
Yeah. We heard a lot of revving. Didn't see a lot of moving. Clutch put off a little bit with some numbers.
Really slow. It might be headed straight to the pits. Oh, it looks like it was an axle. Pits for his 5-minute timeout, change out an axle, maybe 2, and be back for the last run.
Everything being quick change now, that sure makes things a lot more convenient.
Yeah, I mean, but an axle, you still have the axle nut, and then the 6 going around, or 8, 5, car.
I mean, for they just swap out the whole rear subframe, suspension, everything. We saw they were doing that the other day in practice.
That is just horrible.
Yeah.
QD lines, those dry fitting lines.
I think that might be easier than just switching out a bigger axle.
They did do it within 5 minutes. So time has started already. Looks like they're getting in there and swap that axle right now.
Get the time, that's how that's supposed to work. Parts ready, back in, toss it up, and get it running. And coming up to the line now, we have car number 37, Koichi Yamashita, TMS Racing, with 5X tires, with the E92, and in the chase, will be car number 131, Yuma, with Team Orange Jr. in this JCX 100 Chaser.
Go lights, heading down the hill. Yamashita initiating, Ruma initiating right there with him. Staying at his back tire all the way through outside zone 1. Staying there, giving him just enough room to transition around outside zone 3. Trying to dive back in and outside zone 4.
It looked like Yamashita was able to pull away a little bit between zones 2 and 4. The downhill, took advantage of it. Stretched his legs. Nice and deep in zone 1. A little shallow going to 2. Nice to 3. Just trying to get as deep as he could in 4. And the whole time, he was within the car line.
You see a lot of people getting lost in the smoke or getting kind of driven away from 2 to 3. It is all downhill right there. So they're gaining more, I feel like they gain more speed right there than they do on the run up.
Definitely a lot of speed. I don't know about more speed than the road. Definitely a lot of speed.
I mean, they're pretty much moving at the speed that they started with, and at the 3-2-1 that they are at the second outside.
No, I don't doubt that. Once they get to the bottom of zone 3, they're going faster than whenever they initiate. And switching position, we have Yuma in the lead, Yamashita in the chase.
Yuma initiating. Yamashita having a little bit of a bobble, but giving him a little push and getting lost in the smoke after outside zone 1, falling just a little bit behind in outside zone 3, and then tries to dive back in and pushes himself a little bit too far in outside zone 4.
Nice wide initiation. Right at the line up. Out of zone 1. Too nice. A little shallow through 2. Nice through 3. Nice and deep.
It looks like give him a little nudge right there.
It's really tough to tell whether he got a nudge or they just scrub some angle or add more angle into scrub speed. Say. Judge Imamura goes Yuma. Judge Fukada goes Yuma. Judge Yamanaka goes Yuma. So there's a Yuma going on to great 8. Pulling up to the line now. We have in the lead, car number 530, Wataru Masayama with Evangelion Racing in his GR86. In the chase, car number 83, Jian Benjamin with Team Kazama in his S15 Sylvia.
King headed down the hill into this 3-2-1. Benjamin doing a nice job matching angle at that initiation. Loses a little bit in outside zone 1. Oh! Looks like he might have got lost in the smoke a little bit too far. He straightens up after outside zone 2.
Definitely a nice wide entry. Didn't quite get out to zone 1 like you like to. Yeah, it looks like Benjamin washed out a bit. Ended up straightening up at the outside of zone 2. Here we go with the drone footage. You can see a little bit better. Yeah, it didn't look like Benjamin get lost in the smoke as much as just a lot of angle coming into zone 2, and then sort of gripped up right at the end of zone 2. Yeah, it's definitely tricky looking at different camera angles, because from one it looks like, oh, he's just in the smoke the whole way, and then you see the drone footage from up top, you're like, oh, well, I guess there's not as much smoke as we thought from this angle.
Yeah, the replay really shows you exactly what happened.
switching positions. We're going to have Benjamin in the lead and Masuyama in the chase. Reminder, this is a one more time from earlier.
Irish Kane heading in to this 3-2-1 area. Benjamin taking it really deep as he gets all the way through outside zone 1. Masuyama staying right there with him as they transition outside zone 3, and then comes around all the way through outside zone 4.
This is very good. Nice and wide initiation. That sets him up nicely for zone 1. Masuyama's just right there with him. Benjamin just can't shake him. Benjamin put down a great lead run.
Was a little shallow in outside zone 4, but I mean, everybody's been doing that.
That's what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Masuyama. Judge Fukada goes Masuyama. Judge Yamanaka goes Wataru Masuyama.
Got the team and the girls all excited for the win.
And Oyu all repaired, and he's ready to give us a great lead. And we'll have car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi in the chase with TMS Racing.
It's Irish Kane heading down the hill into this 3-2-1. Oyu throwing in a lot of angles. Comes around outside zone 1. Takahashi doing an excellent job. Playing nice and conservative, doing exactly what he's doing, all the way through outside zone 4.
Yeah, that was a great run by Oyu.
Yeah. Hey, he knew he had to do something excellent to try to shake Takahashi, but you just really can't.
Little shallow through 1. Takahashi just right there. 2 and 3. Now he's going to zoom on in. Unfortunately, I think because Oyu's axle broke during the chase, that's going to be ultimate.
Yep.
Reason why he doesn't go to the next. Judge Imamura goes Takahashi. Judge Fukada goes Takahashi. Judge Yamanaka goes Kazumi Takahashi.
He is into grade 8. He'll be battling Ruma.
He does say, unfortunately, that was such a great lead. It sucks about his troubles in the chase.
Gonna be looking for him in round 5.
Up at the line now, we have car number 87, Daigo Saito with Fat 5 Racing in his A90 Super in the lead, and in the chase, car number 101, Luca Merli with Fat 5 Racing in chasing 100.
Heading downhill. Daigo going in a lot of angles. But Luca being right there with him all the way through outside zone 2. Dives in just a little bit right before outside zone 3. And then dives in right at the very end of outside zone 4.
I'll tell you what, Luca was right on his door the whole time. Nice wide approach. Gets his zone nicely. They go back out to zone 2. Little shallow for 3. Little shallow for 4. Overall, very good run. With his draw flip, you can just see how close Luca gets between zone 3 and zone 4.
Luca doing a nice job mimicking angle. Gets a little shallow in outside zone 4, but
I think a lot of drivers will sacrifice a bit of angle
Yep.
to get proximity there.
Yep.
Overall, very good lead and an excellent chase. And switching positions, we have car number 101, Luca, in the lead, and in the chase, Daigo Saito, car number 87.
Making their way down the hill. Luca doing a nice job entering. Daigo having to check up just a little bit, which throws him off the line for that first outside zone. But diving back in through outside zone 2, initiates or transitions a little early, but then gets right in that pocket in outside zone 4.
Oh, that was a good one. Looking nice and deep through zone 1. Swinging around. Great placement into zone 2. Maybe a little shallow in 3, but nice through 4. Definitely give the judges something to think about.
It almost seems like Daigo came in with just a smidge bit too much speed into that 3-2-1 and having to check up.
Yeah.
Really just knocked him off and had a little gap through outside zone 1, but he did catch up outside zone 2. So
and let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Judge Daigo Saito, Judge Fukada, Daigo Saito, Judge Yamanaka, Judge Daigo Saito. So we'll see Daigo Saito in grade 8. And judges are saying just because of, or the main reason is Luca being a little shallow through 3 and to switch back through 4. But again, it's funny because sometimes it'll take this one jump.
it's tough because you get too deep, it hurts you. You get too shallow, it hurts you.
Battle 8 is in the lead, car 38, Itsuki Fukada, Big Load SSR Team Dunlop, car 2. And in the chase, car 774, Hito Matsuyama, Cusco Racing, and his 890 Super.
Matsuyama doing a nice job of staying right there with her, getting into that pocket, falls a little bit back on the transition, but trying to dive back in through outside zone 4.
A little too deep into zone 1. There's a Huck Toast right on the side. A little shallow through zone 2. A little deep through zone 3. But nicely through zone 4. Overall, a really good lead. And Huck Toast just sticking on the side the whole time. You can see here, just right on the board.
You can see that he sacrificed some of the line from 3 to 4, but that's just to gain the proximity back, which a lot of drivers are doing.
Yeah. Because the drivers are valuing angle and line a little less than proximity. Plus, I know everybody likes to see proximity. Now, switching positions, we're going to have Hakuto Matsuyama in the lead and Itsuki Fukada in the chase.
Got the go lights coming out of the chicane, down the hill. It initiates with a little bit of a gap between her, Matsuyama, and she has to try and catch back up through 2 and 3, falling a little bit further behind in 3. And then it just doesn't get any shorter through outer zone 4. But Matsuyama is very fast.
Matsuyama just pedal to the middle. Nice through zone 1. Swinging out nice in zone 2. Nice through 3. And 8. A little shallow through 4. Overall, very good lead. Unfortunately, Itsuki wasn't able to follow as close as I'm sure she would have liked to have.
And I think that was just from the initiation at that 3-2-1, just being a little bit further back.
Oh, definitely. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Matsuyama. Judge Fukada, Matsuyama. Judge Yamanaka goes Hokuto Matsuyama. Looks like we will see Matsuyama in our great game.
Which that means he will be battling Daigo Saito in the Great 8.
That's going to be a great one.
2 A90 Supras, 2 very fast cars, 2 very different engines. It's going to be one interesting battle.
That is true. Here are the brackets for the Grade 8. We're going to have Hiroya Minoa versus Mao Yamanaka, Wataru Masayama versus Mingming, Kazumi Takahashi versus Yuma, and Daigo Saito versus Hokuto Matsuyama.
Let us know if any of y'all's predictions were right from the top 16 to Grade 8.
Okay, we're going to hit a couple of commercials and we will be right back for the Grade 8.
G-SHOCK MRG カシオ
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
ultimate lubricant. Morty's.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Welcome back. Okay, welcome back. Formula Drift Japan, presented by G-Shock, presents the Great 8 at Sportsland Sugo.
Yeah, we definitely have some really interesting battles up for the Great 8. We have Manoa versus Mayo, Masayama versus Ningning, Takahashi versus Ruma, Daigo Saito versus Matsuara.
Hey, speak of the devil.
A little ahead of my time, huh?
Yeah. These are going to be some really tough battles.
Yeah, you can see where they qualified in as well, like what spot they qualified in. And that'll come into play when it gets ready for the podium for third place and second place.
Oh, yeah. We have Hiro, Mao, running up from the burnout box. And just heading right to the spots. We have car number 771, Hiroya Minoa, Sugo Racing, and a GR Corolla in the lead. And chasing will be car number 61, Mao Yamanaka, Good Ride Motorsports, and his A90 Super. Yeah, definitely starting out strong. This first match of the Great 8.
Yeah, two very precise drivers. We'll see what they do right now. As Mayo transitions right on his bumper at that initiation, getting right there next to him and not leaving his side as they come around for outer zone 2. Transitions even closer in outer zone 3, and then puts it right there. It gives him a little touch, and outside zone 4. Oh! No. And they're into the wall.
It looked like maybe Mao was rubbing a little bit too much, and like it's just caused a pit maneuver.
Tow trucks are heading out.
Yeah.
So
on the plus side, it looks like both drivers are fine.
Yes. It was a very, very good battle. Just a little bit too much at the end.
Too good of a battle.
It makes it interesting for the teams having to figure out what they need to try getting back on track.
Yeah.
Mao knew he had to come in hot and be right there with Noah.
Then we just got word from the staff that both drivers are fine.
You see Mao out looking at his car, trying to pull the, looks like maybe trying to pull the bumper off where he can drive.
Yeah, and it's all really because of right after the finish line, we're coming with a lot of speed, so we're trying to scrub the speed before the last corner. And it causes a lot of times the back to jump out to the left.
Looks like they had locked in looks like the cars locked into each other, and then neither one had anywhere to go except the wall.
Well, you got it. I don't know what you could do in that situation. I feel like if you're in the front, you're just trying to stop 2 cars.
Yeah.
And you're in the back.
You're dragging.
Yeah.
Like Noah's going to be shuttled back to his pit where his car is getting picked up and taken to. Looks like they're just going to start with Miles' car.
Lift to the back of the truck. Now the judges are talking about what this means going forward. If the drivers can't fix their cars.
Tough, because I feel like he was just in there to give him a little tap, and the tires just kind of.
Yeah, I feel like he was just getting in and ready to pull back out.
I don't think it was a meaningful touch or bang, and it just was very unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah. There's our doctor, just making sure the drivers are good. He's on hand to help out the drivers if they need it.
I'll tell you, Eric, I cannot rap or freestyle for that matter. So I apologize. I can't give you a little rap over this music. I think Mile was coming in with a little bit too much speed, and Manoa's already starting to scrub his because he was at the finish line, and that's pretty much just what happened. Manoa talking to his crew, telling them what he thinks could be wrong and what they need to fix. Miles will be doing the same thing. I mean, from cameras, it just kind of looks like cosmetic, but probably not the case.
I mean, the incident Sam had, it looked cosmetic as well. Definitely was, but it's, it's definitely a tricky situation.
I do feel like Mile might probably be at fault because he did hit Manoa. And at the end of the day, the lead car should not be touched. Giving little bumps is okay, but not really at the same time.
Half spin's one thing.
Yeah. So just bear with us as we clean up the track, get the cars to the pits, start the 5 minutes, and and then we'll get into the next battle. But it's going to take a little bit of time while they get the cars from the trucks and into the pits.
Yeah, it'll take a little while for the track to get cleaned up. So we got Miles' car loaded up on the truck. Drop it off at the pit. And then they'll load up the Hero's car. And take that back too. Hopefully they're able to get it to the point where it's drivable. Again, we were talking about it earlier, the whole rear subframe and suspension assemblies can be swapped out for those.
Yeah, the only downside is that's all front parts.
Yeah, I don't know about the front they can swap out. Yeah, they were having essentially a time competition to see if they could swap out the rear within 5 minutes, and yeah, they were beating it.
I have a feeling I've seen some teams have full front suspension attached, like from lower arm all the way up to the coilover, all the way out to the brakes. So I wouldn't see that why Team Cusco wouldn't have that. If they have a whole subframe and diff combo that they can swap in, I would see that them having a full front suspension setup that they could just swap out.
And suspension setup probably will be nice, but also you have to think about it. Just think about what if there's any damage to the steering rack as well. I feel like maybe if you got a full lift, you had a better chance, but even then. Now, one thing I do wonder, if one of the drivers retires and the other driver's got a buy run, right? And he hasn't fixed the car to be able to do the buy run, did you get a free pass for that, or?
Looks like they're getting a lot of tape ready.
That must be panels of tape.
Now that we have some time, people in the chat, can y'all give us some predictions? What do y'all see in the final battle, final two? It makes it interesting now that you might have two hot competitors could possibly be out if they can't fix it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how that's going to work.
So a lot of the teams here in Japan, they do when they go to tape something up, they want it to look presentable. So they use the same color as the livery / car in the spots that they use it and that they're using it in. So it kind of looks complete from afar and the camera, rather than just using like black tape on a white car or something. They use white tape,
and it'd be color matched too.
Yeah, they definitely try to match to keep the same theme of the livery going. Might take a little bit more time, but that's a great thing about Japan. They're very particular on how things look. They take a lot of pride in their work. So they try to make it look as clean as possible.
And they do a good job at it. I mean, and Ebisu, round 3 last weekend, it was crazy because in one of the practice rounds, one of the drivers in a red Cresta essentially crushed his own rear end. They used tape to make it look like he had a tail light.
Well, Santa did that at I think last
Suzuka?
round. No. Oh, it was Suzuka, yeah. Because he got hit, yeah. So he used tape, white tape for his bumpers and stuff, and then red tape for his Mark II tail lights.
Yeah, I'll tell you the Cresta one last weekend at FDJ 3, it looked like it was a tail light. Like, but once you got within like 15 feet, you're like, okay, that's not right. Yeah, it's just, it's crazy how good they are with the tape.
Heading back with Miles' car.
It's crazy because the whole time up here, the judges are still discussing the incident and who's at fault. Okay, they're heading off course now. Take it back to the pits, see what they can fix up, what they can't fix up. See if it's drivable after. And I'm sure everybody's hoping that both the cars are fine, because we do know the drivers are good.
Yep. We can start the next battles as soon as the cars get off track, and they're gonna do a final pass of that outer zone 4 and past it. Make sure there's no debris on track. And once that happens, we'll get into the next battle. So please just bear with us as we get through it.
Now, I will say, I didn't see any fluids. So
I didn't
that's
see
a
any
good
fluids
sign.
either. They're just like plastic bits, or some of the headlights or something in that nature. They're just trying to make sure that no one else loses the traction that they need right there.
Yeah. Yep. They're just going through the last gate, and I believe we just had a couple drivers hit to the burnout box.
That I did see.
I'll tell you, this next one's going to be a very close battle.
Yeah, Ming Ming's been a very aggressive driver today, so I won't see him letting up at all. So it should be an interesting battle.
Yeah, both pit crews are gonna have their work cut out for them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Malik is overlooking the damage.
Doesn't look too happy.
Yeah, I could understand. Others have the crew checking to make sure the course is clear. And then we get started with our next battle. Yeah, I see some of the drivers for the next battle start to hit on course. It's Yuma you see in the top right corner. Tell you what, it's gotten quite a bit warmer out here today.
Yeah, 32 degrees Celsius.
And I see coming up to the start line now, we have Masayama and Ming Ming. Get ready for the lead. We have car number 530, Wataru Masayama, Evangelion Racing with his GR86 in the chase. Car number 100, Ming Ming, Mr. DIY with Team Orange, his GR86.
They're heading off into that 3-2-1. Staying right there at the back tire as they come around outer zone 2. Not letting them move. Barely giving them enough room to transition after that outer zone 3 and they get right back in there in outer zone 4. I mean, it's crazy. He's been doing that all day.
Yeah. This car's set up great. He's just sticking to the course. Masayama. Nice and out to zone 1 and 2. Back to 3, nice. Fairly deep to 3. Looking at the overhead drone, you can see how close Ming Ming just gets to and maintains proximity with Masayama. That was an insanely small gap. There's the transition between 2 and 3. And they're pulling back up to the start line. We're going to be switching positions. We have Ming Ming in the lead and Masayama in the chase. Ming Ming is going crazy today. It's great.
Masayama leaving a little bit of a gap. That run up right now. down the hill. With a big initiation. Masayama staying right there with him. He has a little less angle at that outer zone 1. But he gets right back in the door and outside zone 2. Comes around outside zone 4. Stayed right there with him. And you can just see Masayama, he almost went a little bit.
Yeah. Ming Ming, nice and wide entry. Getting deep, a little too deep into 2. A little too deep into 3. From the top, nice and wide entry. Zone 1 really nice. Just a little too much speed into zone 2, which pushed him out a little wide. A little wide to 3. Or his tires got a little too warm.
That's definitely going to be an issue as we move forward.
And let's see what the judges are going to say. Judge Imamura goes Ming Ming. Judge Fukada, Ming Ming. Judge Yamanaka goes Ming Ming. It looks like Ming Ming is first card into the final 4.
Yeah, and he'll be battling either Mayo or Minoa after they get settled in that time after that 5-minute timeout.
And they're saying in the chase, they're taking a very, very shallow line. Oh, and the next battle? Yeah, according to 36, Kazumi Takahashi in the lead. Team is racing. In the chase, comes 131. Yuma, Team Orange, JZX 100 chasing.
And we have a reset with a pylon touch.
Line it back up. Give it another go.
You see Ruma with a Harlan's gap for the run-up. Takahashi coming in with an entry. Ruma with a little bit less angle as they come around outside zone 1. But Ruma being right there in his door, having to check up just a little bit at that outside zone 2. Falls back just a little bit all the way through outside zone 4.
I think he might wash out just a little bit going into outside zone 2. Nice wide entry. Right on the line. Nice through 2. Flip 3. Just a beautiful overall. Yamashita just laying clean laps. And you can see Yuma wash out just a little bit over there. Now pulling back up to the start line. Switching positions, you're going to have car number 131, Yuma, in the lead, and car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi, in the chase.
Getting the thumbs up. Starting the light countdown. Out of the chicane and down the hill. And Takahashi almost overtakes him at that first outside zone. Losing a little bit of the angle to stay close with him, but comes around outside zone 4 and gets right there at that back tire.
Oh, man. Fast. Beautiful outside line for Yuma. Zone 1, 2, and 3. Looks like you got nice and deep through 3. Or through zone 4 as well. The whole time.
Always making
Takahashi just keep it right on. Looks like Takahashi gave Yuma a little bit of a gap between 2 and 3. And then scooped it right back up, brake for zone 4. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Judge Takahashi, Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka, one more time.
Looks like we'll have this one more time.
I like it whenever they have great laps.
Yeah. Makes it hard for the judges, but I also didn't know which way that was going because I thought they could have gone either side.
Yeah. That's flying now. Here's another thing. From Asia Daigo Saito at Racing with A9 Super in the lead, and in the chase is running 774. Makoto Matsuyama, Sugo Racing, and his A9 Super in the chase.
Outer zone 1, Matsuyama keeping his distance into that first outer zone, trying to dive in the Daigo all the way through his last outer zone.
Hearing that gate scream around the track is insane. Nice wide entry, right on the edge. A little shallow in the 2, nice to the 3. And working his way out to the edge of zone for zone 4.
By far,
very much so. And you can see Matsuyama just keeping it nice and close. Not putting too much pressure. I'll tell you, two very fast cars. Pulling up to switch positions where we're going to have Matsuyama in the lead and Daigo in the chase.
Getting the goal lights coming out of the chicane. All the way down the hill in this 3-2-1. Matsuyama throwing in a lot of angles. Daigo playing nice and conservative, a little wavering coming into that second outer zone, trying to dive in that last outer zone.
Nice wide entry for Matsuyama. right on the edge. Beautiful, beautiful zone 1. Out to zone 2. Zone 3, very nice. It looks like finishing off the track. I don't know if they're gonna dig into that. Some dots here. Definitely a tough decision for the judges. Let's see what they say. Judge Imamura goes Daigo. Judge Fukada. Daigo. Judge Yamanaka. Daigo Saito. So Daigo be title.
Yep, and he'll be battling our one more time finalists, which would either be Takahashi or Ruma.
Yep, and Takahashi and Yuma are currently in the pits, getting prepped for their one more time.
Yep. And Manoa and Mile are, I believe, still in the pits. Oh, and Mile. Oh. Can't tell who that is.
It looks like it could be Mao. Yeah, just so you guys know, our monitors that we have at our judges stand right now, because of the sun, it's really hard to see anything. It's like they're being washed out. The color is, that is. Car in the pits.
They did get his car off the truck a little late.
Looks like they are putting on finishing touches. We got 1 minute left. You know what I'm expecting? Backs it up. Looks like there was no damage done.
Yeah. That is the Sugo style. But coming down the track here.
That's true. It's good to see him back on the track. it looks like Mao and Hiro about to get into the burnout box.
Yep, and this will be for their second run of their first battle. So Mao will be leading and Manoa will be chasing.
Yeah, I didn't see much smoke. Heading back up to the start line. Crescent Hill. Looks like we're gonna have. Looks like Miles' car is maybe tilted a little bit to one side.
We all taping it down, taping it up, taping it sideways.
True. We're ready for our run 2. Car number 61, Mao Yamanaka, Good Ride Motorsports, and his 890 Super in the lead and in the chase. Car number 771, Hiroya Minoa, Cusco Racing, and his GR Corolla.
Gave the thumbs up, the lights are starting. They're off. Coming down the hill. Mio hits again. Manoa's staying right there with him. Going in a lot of angle as they come around the outside zone 2. Manoa just giving him enough room to transition. Out zone 4. You can see Manoa backed off a little bit. That didn't happen again. After out zone 4.
That was crazy. Overall, a good lead run. You know, just sticking through. I'll tell you what, his team really.
Yeah, they're going to be excited if but they're going to have a lot of work to do to make sure everything's 100% for him to continue.
Yeah.
But look right there, he doesn't need anything.
Yeah. And let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Judge Minoa, Fukada, Judge Minoa, Judge Yamanaka goes, Hiroya Minoa. Hiro will be the final
and his team is very excited for his victory of that battle.
Oh, definitely. So now we're going to have Hiro versus Ming Ming, the final 4.
I love how this bracket turned out.
Oh, yeah. It's been a great bracket so far. Looks like we're going to do our one more time between Takahashi and Yuma.
That would be our last battle for the Great 8. Into the final 4.
Final 4. Get started in the burnout box. scrubbing the front tires and heating up the rears. Heat up the ribs to make sure they're optimal grip. This looks crazy, a little too hot, and you lose all grip.
Yeah, the tires just essentially melt. It's so hot.
After one day at the lab, I was just doing hot laps until my tires were gonna fail. I pulled off the track, and one of the tires was bubbling. Put it up to the line now. We have car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi from TMS Racing. His BMW United 2 in the lead and in the chase. Car number 131, Yuma, with T. Martins Jr. in his JCX 100 Chaser.
They're off, coming down the hill. Takahashi entering right there next to him. Get up in personal as they come around that outside zone 2, falling a little bit behind as outside zone 3 happens, and they make their way to outside zone 4.
Entering nice and wide. Right through zone 1, out to zone 2, a little shallow. Nice through zone 3. Good through zone 4 as well. Yuma between zone 1 and zone 2, right at the zone 2 transition. Looks like he washed out a little bit, lost some speed. And then had the struggle to catch up in zone 4.
Heading back, taking a swap in positions.
And now we're going to have Yuma in the lead and Takahashi in the chase. This is the one more time, last battle.
Entering in, Takahashi being even closer as they make their way through outside zone 1, having a little waiver, having to check up through outside zone 2. Takahashi cutting the line just a little bit to get right next to him as they finish off.
Excellent run. Takahashi's not giving him room to breathe it. Right by the edge of zone 1, a little shallow through 2, nice through 3. Got out a little deep, but not quite deep enough. Right at the edge of zone 1. Look at the proximity, that's just crazy. Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Judge Takahashi, Judge Fukada Takahashi, and Judge Yamanaka goes Kazumi Takahashi.
And he will be battling Daigo Saito in the final 4.
were saying that because of Zone 2 and how Yuma shallowed up on that, that was one of the main deciding factors.
Yeah, him doing so affected Takahashi, and he had to fall back just a little bit. And that's why that transition to 3, he had to, or transition into 4, he had to shallow out and get that proximity back.
And we'll be right back. We're going to head to commercial. See you guys for the Final 4.
G-SHOCK MRG カシオ
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid. Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロードオフロード、世界中で活躍する剣だ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。剣だ。
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新 小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮、チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Welcome back. Yes, just a couple more minutes of prep. Get started with the final.
Looked like Manoa already headed to the warm-up box.
Yep, Ming Ming, and shortly we'll have Takahashi and Matsuyama. Ming Ming's got his helmet on, so he's about to head off to the box. Today is the sun is out, and I'm like, I like the cloudy from yesterday a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. if we could have the clouds without the rain, best case scenario.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Right now, it's a little toasty.
Yeah. Looks like we have Hiro and Ming Ming in the burnout box right now. So far, both drivers have been on one today. Ming Ming has been going crazy.
Yeah, being very aggressive in the chase. Noah is being precise as always. So we'll see what actually happens.
I'm definitely looking forward to this battle.
They're headed to the start line as we're speaking. Do we have any early predictions of who's going to win this battle against Manoa? Me?
Pulling up, we have our number 1 qualifier in the lead, car number 771, Hiroya Minoa, Cusco Racing, is GR Corolla. And in the chase, car number 100, Ming Ming with Mr. DIY, Team Orange, is GR86.
Gave the thumbs up, the lights are hit, and now they are off. Noah in the lead coming down the hill. Mimi transitions right there with him. Gets into his door right at the back tire. After that, outer zone 1, coming in for outer zone 2. Transitions right on his bumper as they make their way to outside zone 4. Whoa.
I'm just glad we didn't get a replay.
I think
yeah.
He was being very aggressive.
Nice depth into zone 1. Dude, Ming Ming just right on his door. Good depth into zone 2. Zone 3, really nice.
He is a little lower on angle, but
he's
right
in the
there
pocket.
next.
Just in the pocket, hold on the whole time. Just look at that proximity. Now, I'm looking forward to seeing Ming Ming take the lead here.
They're taking their time getting back to the start line, trying to cool their cars down as much as possible, cool the tires down as much as possible.
With the sun out the way it is, wouldn't it be better to just drive faster to the it's tricky. I think it's all a game of nerves. Pulling up now. Switching positions, we're going to have Ming Ming in the lead and Hiroya Minoa in the chase.
Giving the thumbs up. Out of the chicane. This 3-2-1. Manoa transitions right there with him as they come around outer zone 1 into outer zone 2. Manoa loses a little bit of that angle to try to keep up with him through that outside zone 3, and then gets right there in that pocket.
Dude, that's crazy. What's crazy to me is when you have chases this good, this proximity, then essentially they're just going to be looking at the lead run. Yep. Nice step to 1.
All the way out to the 2 and 3.
And the finish is right on the edge of the track. zone 3. Just look how close that is.
Yeah, it looks like Manoa came out of a little bit of an angle at first, out after that outside zone 2. So he had to transition a lot earlier, but I think that helped him with the proximity for 3 and 4.
Yeah, I think it definitely helped him settle into the pocket for 3 and 4. And here you go, these side by sides.
They're almost finishing at the same exact time.
Yeah.
Lead run to lead run.
Yeah, this is one judges. They're gonna have a hard time deciding. So what do you guys think? Let's see.
We have a judgment. Left for Mimi, right for Mino.
Judge Imamura, one more time. Judge Fukada, one more time. Judge Yamanaka, one more time.
We'll see that battle one more time.
The judges were saying that both of them did an excellent job, but they both made mistakes, and the mistakes that they made were both very similar in both scale.
Yep.
So that's why essentially one more time is the best way to do it. Up next, we have our number 2 qualifier, car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi in TMS Racing in his BMW E92 in the lead and in the chase. We have car number 87, Daigo Saito, Bat 5 Racing in his A90 Sugo.
And this first option, Daigo gets right there next to him. He gets a little bit more angle, which makes him fall back a little bit as he's trying to catch up through outside zone 2 and 3. He cuts the line a lot, and the 4 to catch just enough.
A little wide in the zone 1, but carrying tons of speed. A little shallow in 2, nice through 3. And deep through 4. Takahashi. A nice one, but really, really fast. I'm looking forward to seeing Daigo's lead lap.
Yep.
Okay, pulling back around. Switching positions. We're going to have Daigo Saito in the lead and Kazumi Takahashi in the chase.
Daigo coming out of the chicane, down the hill as he enters for his lead run. Takahashi doing a playing it smart and getting right there into his door after that outside zone 1. Dives in at outside zone 2. Stays right there. Oh! He starts to overtake him.
Yeah.
Outside zone 4.
Yeah.
This makes it interesting.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to pass.
He said, Daigo, you're real slow. What happened?
Daigo's nice through zone 1. Really good through zone 2. A little deep in 3. see what the judges say. Judge Imamura, Judge Takahashi, Judge Fukada, Takahashi, and Judge Yamanaka goes Kazumi Takahashi.
He is the first competitor to our final battle, where he will be battling Manoa or Ming Ming after their one more time battle.
So the judges were saying that during that replay, Daigo between zone 3 and zone 4, because he wasn't out far enough to zone 4, he pulled the side brake to let him float out, which slowed him down, and that's why Takahashi ran into him. So they're blaming Daigo for a longer e-brake pull going into zone 4.
Now, do you think if you would have just stayed in it, that the outcome would have been different?
I think if he wouldn't have pulled the e-brake,
yes.
So if he didn't pull the e-brake, he wasn't anywhere near zone 4.
So either way,
Either way, I felt that. Yeah. Because either he misses zone 4 completely, that's a huge point deduction, which essentially give the match to Takahashi, or because he pulled the e-brake. That's what it was.
Now, Daigo does have a chance to come in 3rd place, but for that to happen, Manoa would need to win for Daigo to get into 3rd place.
Correct. For Daigo to be on the podium, Hiro has to beat Ming Ming.
Yep. But if Ming Ming wins, that means Manoa will take that 3rd spot in the 3rd position. So it all comes down to this battle. If Daigo goes first.
Correct. If Ming Ming beats Hiro, then Hiro will get 3rd. Drivers to get ready. They're giving a bit of time between runs for the one more time.
I can see Hiro coming out of his pit and onto the track. You can see Ming Ming getting ready to get into his car.
It looks like we will be starting this one more time very shortly. It's different hot in this one.
Yeah. They some of them got some cold suits, some of them don't. They should all try to have one because it's very handy.
Most of the J1 drivers either have cold suits or they have the cold seat, which is that pad that goes.
I see in FDJ 2 they have the fans. They have some fans.
A lot of fans. And you might give them good luck. Is Ming Ming about to head out. Proceed to the burnout box. Once the tires warmed up, then it will be our last match for the final 4.
Exactly.
We have Ming. Just get to the burnout box. You know, I don't even want to think about how much money spent on tires this whole weekend. Like, if you were to add them all up for J2 and J1.
For all the drivers?
For all the drivers.
Yeah, that make my brain hurt.
Trying to be a crazy number too. Especially if you look at the price for the tires retail, and not just the sponsor prices. You know, out of the burnout box a little early. Coming up to the line, and we will have car number 771, Hiroyami Noah, Cusco Racing, and GR Corolla in the lead, and in the chase is car number 100, Ming Ming, Mr. DIY, Team Orange in his GR86. For the second time around in this one more time battle.
Out of the chicane, down the hill as he's ready to lead this one more time. Ming gets right there with him. Looks like he gives him a little love tap through outside zone 1. Oh! I see parts flying as they were heading into that outside zone 2. Looks like Ming might have just pushed a little bit too hard.
Well, it looks like see it would happen right there.
You can see those cars move just a little bit.
The front left to Ming Ming.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like he got tired of wheel, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it looked like wheel maybe.
Manoa's car is getting quite a beating this weekend. Just since one day, really.
Now, I wonder this. So, you know, you can't change tires between run 1 and run 2. Right? Yeah, it looked like it just was some wheel-to-wheel kissing. Now, if you have a wheel that breaks, how does that work?
I feel like you have to replace it.
Hey, guess what? If they need to, they can practice the 5-minute rear subframe swap.
Oh, they're going.
Crazy. Well, I do love seeing the aggression.
Yep. Which he's been doing all weekend, but this one battle, he just did just a smidge too much.
Just a little too aggressive going into zone 2. baby. It means front right tire. Maybe steering components.
And it looks like Manoa will be calling a timeout.
I think he's reported another timeout.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And Mimi will probably head back to the pits and use his timeout. And while that's happening, the track could get cleaned up because there was some parts and debris that fell off.
It's have a bit of issues. Turn in. And instead of worrying about backing into the pits, he gets to just drop straight in. Oh. Big wing to pit. Starts a 5-minute timer.
And Noah back to his pit. And should have started the timer on his as well.
Do you have to adjust the alignment a bit? I mean, I guess they already preset the alignment. Spare rear end. It might be just easier to just replace the rear end.
Yeah, but there might be. I don't think he had really any damage. He was able to finish the lap out and it looked just fine. I think if anything, they're just over there, just double checking, pushing.
Is it better to double check and then if you find something you don't have time to do it, or just go ahead and just talk about it?
Let's have double the time. Well, we'll see if they throw a camera in Noah's pit. See what's going on
Yeah, we got the final. All of the alignment stuff perfect. Like 7 instead of 14.
see that they're on the laptop for the car as well. So I wonder if they're lowering the boost, maybe up the boost.
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a portable 860. jump on it. Close the door. Looks like
Out.
yeah.
Headed to the burnout box.
This one comes in warm up. He can choose to warm up or choose to pull up to the line. So pull up to the line.
It's from Noah now.
Looks like they have the rear end raised. Probably just checking the alignment. I like how with the 24 volt and 18 or whatever volt battery packs, that everything's now more and more modular. You just have like a regular fan, boom, throw it on a battery pack. If you just carry one battery pack, you know, single set of tools. I feel especially back in the day, everything had its own battery pack and they were not interchangeable.
So the reason for the delay, Ming got into Manoa. So Manoa went back to the pit and he got a 10-minute timeout because he was not at fault for getting hit. Mimi had only gotten 5 minutes. That's why he's out on the track now. He's waiting for Manoa, and he has just under 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. Hito's aero budget.
It looks like they're putting the car back on the ground though.
Yeah. Because it was determined that it was Ming's fault, and Hito gets a 10-minute timeout. This is the second we've had in the last three battles, or 2 actual battles. Pull it up shortly. Then we will continue the second run. Just one more time battle. Final run. Thumbs up. Now we're heading to the Hito says, I'm good, I don't need more. Run it up for the one more time. Run 2. The final 4. In the lead we have car number 100, Ming. Mr. DIY and Team Orange in his GR86 and in the chase. Car number 771, Hiroya Minoa, who's racing in his G1.
And they're off for their second run of this one more time battle. Coming down the hill, Ming starts the initiation into that 3-2-1. Minoa staying nice and calm as they come around outer zone 1. Pushing themselves out to outer zone 2 and into 3. Minoa doing an excellent job just staying right there with him and gets right in his door at the very end.
Yeah, I think the between the hit from run 1 and me not quite getting out to zone 2 will be a huge factor. Just a little shot on 2, nice 3. Making his way out on 4. Let's see what the judges say. Judge Imamura goes Hiro, Judge Takada goes Hiro, and Judge Yamanaka goes Hiroya Minoa.
And with that being said, Daigo Saito has secured 3rd place.
They said Ming Ming did an excellent job, but just a couple misses. Outer zone 2 and run 1, just a little too aggressive. Overall, like I said, it was just a couple misses here, a couple misses there, and that slight bump going into 2.
Yep. So in the final battle, we will have Hiro Minoa and Kazumi Takahashi.
Right. Qualifying 1 and qualifying 2 for this.
Hey, how about that?
I mean, that doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't. I feel like that's theoretically how it should be, but that's why we do battles.
Yes. It very rarely ends up the same way that it starts up.
Yep.
In fact, I think some of the biggest upsets are normally 1 and 32, and 2 and 31.
Yep.
Upper seeds and lower seeds, whenever they battle, that's when you normally get the crazy upsets. Only because of different styles of driving, the different speeds. Some drivers are a little slower, but there are lots of angle.
Yep. So Minoa's going to head back to the pit now, change tires, cool down the car. I think they'll have about roughly 10 minutes. Cool the car down, and we'll get out and ready for the final battle.
And it looks like Daigo will be on the podium after all. Yeah, we got the track crew getting out and cleaning up the track a bit
for one final time of FD
at Sugo.
Yep, they'll definitely clean up after we get offline, but this is the last time while we're all together. They'll clean up the track.
Can you see that over there? You know what that is? It's at the top of a building. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's something shiny right on top of the second mountain. in the can.
That looks like water.
Oh, I could definitely see that. So with Hiro and Takahashi in the finals, what are your guys' predictions? You think Takahashi's going to pull this one out, or you think Hiro going through the 2 accidents is going to pull this one out? Yeah, Sam just got a little too aggressive in his entry when chasing Okada and made contact. Yeah, for Daniel, whenever he was going into zone 2, Kingushi made contact with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's lead run, it was a great lead run. Takahashi's getting in his car, getting ready to leave the pits.
He's had some time to cool down since his last battle. So hopefully he gets in the right mindset this final battle.
True. Very true.
I think this is about the most people I've seen on the track.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on the track. There's also a lot of media in the pits. Takahashi is just about ready to leave. Shortly, right behind you can see the track crew is out cleaning, make sure everything's good for the finals. Lots of Cusco flags, just going to town. And a good wide view of the track. Yeah, it's turned into quite a scorcher here today. Yeah, the sun came out and it's just melting away all the clouds.
It's like 80 degrees right now.
Is it only 80? What's 32? Is that 80?
Actually like 76, but or 78. Probably feels like 80.
33 is 78.
I'm just telling you what my phone says. I don't know. I don't know the conversion like that.
Yeah, our temperature inside the tent is right at 33 now. Yeah, the sun's just baking us. The judges are saying thanks for sticking around for all the crowd. They know it's hot. Make sure you drink plenty of water.
You have Manoa heading to the warm-out box. So they're going to get into that box, warm up their tires, and then we'll start the final round.
Yeah, Fausto was super upset whenever he just missed qualifying. Oh, here goes the music. Drift Japan 2025, round 4. Sportsland Sugo. The finals. This is what we spent the whole day waiting for. This final battle. Inoue versus Kazumi Takahashi. Our top qualifier versus our number 2 qualifier.
That's a feat in itself, making it all the way to the final 1 and 2.
Yeah. Think about Hiro, right? Twice. People just trying to take him out. Just think about it. In order to get to the final, Hiro had to beat Jin Harino, Hamada, Mao Yamanaka, and then Ming Ming. Takahashi on the other side had to beat his teammate Jerry Zhu. Then he had to beat Oyu, and then Ryuma, and then Daigo Saito. Those are both really hard roads to the finals. Just think, only 2 more runs. A lead and a chase for each driver.
Yeah, it all comes down to this. They're in the burnout box now. And we'll see them on the line here shortly.
See in the burnout box, the flagmen start waving the flag at 25 seconds, and at 30, that's when they go crazy waving the flag, extra hard, super fast.
See Manoa heading to the line.
Takahashi not that far behind. for run one, we have car number 771, Hiroyami Noah, Cusco Racing, and GR Corolla. In the lead and in the chase, we have car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi, TMS Racing. That's BMW E92.
Got the go lights out of the chicane, coming down to this 3-2-1 area. Takahashi throwing just as much angle in as they make this way around the outer zone 1. He's staying right there in the dives right after that outer zone 2, and falls a little bit behind as he cuts the line for outer zone 4.
I tell you. These are the runs you pay to see.
A lot of people did.
Great entry. Swinging that nice and deep between 4. Maybe dropping a tire in 2. Nice and deep between 3 and 4. Takahashi maintained a very close proximity. Zone 1. Zone 2. Gets back a little bit. And then dives in for zone 3.
Making some noise for the fans as Manoa taking his time around back to the start line. Throwing a hand for the fans.
Swinging back around. We're going to have Kazumi Takahashi in the lead. Hiroya Minoa in the chase.
Takahashi coming out of the chicane, down the hill, to start his final lead run as Hiro getting right there into that back of that tire as they cross outer zone 1. Losing a little bit in outer zone 2. They're trying to catch it back up in outer zone 4.
Nice and deep in the zone 1. A little shallow for 2. Nice 2-3. Let's see the zone 3. Good switch back. Bring it around. Nice and deep through zone 1. Tell you what, Hiro was out of his car fast.
Probably hot, man.
Replay with Takahashi's lead.
It's all the way to the edge. It's a little shallow there. It gets all the way to the edge, leaves a little early, and it gets right back into that deep outer zone. Hiro was a little deeper in some of the zones than Takahashi was, but was it too deep?
I mean, especially zone 2, Takahashi, they got pretty shallow. Hiro was right on the line for that. What do you guys think?
Hiro is finally getting a chance to look at his car fully and what they did to fix. Because I think he's pretty much sat in his car the whole entire time since since 2 rounds ago.
Oh, when I see Daigo coming on the course, that means a decision has been made.
Yep.
We just haven't announced it yet.
Looks like Daigo is headed. So a decision has been made. We'll get into our final ceremony here shortly.
So drivers getting back in their cars, about to bring it around for the award ceremony. Still a chance to buzz in. Minoa or Takahashi. What do you guys think? Pull this out. Looks like the TMS team and the Cusco team are making their way to the track.
He's coming around the track real slow as he gets to wave to the fans.
You think he's going to pick up some of his teammates? I mean, they have to have another seat in there. Maybe he'll pick up his mom.
Oh, maybe his mom.
I'll tell you what, Team Cusco putting in the overtime today.
Yeah.
How many times did they have to repair that car today?
Well, it's also looking like Takahashi is having some sort of trouble. He's not able to drive back.
Yeah, the judges are saying that the Cusco team, that's one of the ones you want because they'll be able to repair anything in quickness.
And he did not pick up any of those. Tiago making his way down.
I wonder, are they going to tow Takahashi's car into the right spot, or are they just going to bring him down?
It looks like they're getting the tow truck out, so I doubt maybe they'll leave it on the tow truck.
The tow truck's on the podium, or in the winner's circle?
Yeah. did do a lot of work today, so.
Well, that is true. I mean, if you take a look at it over the whole weekend, probably at least half a dozen cars that they had to report or lift off. You see the other Cusco, the rest of the team, the other 3 drivers coming up as well. The tow truck's heading out to Takahashi's BMW.
Getting ready to pick up Takahashi's car. We'll see if they get down here. I feel like they have to.
I feel like he has to.
Yeah, he is still over there.
Oh, you gotta lift over here in the truck. Yeah, maybe that's why Takahashi got out. Because he's like, okay, well, it's not running. So if there is one more time, then I'm done.
Oh, it looks like they're just going to do it without his car there.
Formula Drift Japan 2025, round 4. Sportsland Sugo. In third place, Fat 5 Racing for number 87. A90 Supra, Daigo Saito. And in first place. Car number 36, Kazumi Takahashi. And in second place, car number 771, Hiroya Minowa. Asking, how was the battle versus Hiro?
はい、ありがとうございます。いや、もう本当に苦しい時期が続いて、何度ももうダメって思ったんですけど、
So many problems.
もう本当にチームのみんなに支えられて、またこの場に立つことができて、本当に嬉しいです。
He's very, very happy.
本当にチームが一丸となっていい状態で走らせてくれたので、まず本当チームのみんなに 感謝したいですし、支えてくださってるスポンサー様だったり応援してくれてるファンの皆さんだったり、本当にみんなのおかげで最後勝てたかなと思います。車も本当に限界で最後本当に動かなくなっちゃってギリギリの戦いだったんですけど、本当に無事走り切れて、優勝できて本当に嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
He ran the car so he couldn't run anymore, and he's super excited to be in the position he's in and win in the competition.
ありがとうございます。本当に今日いろいろあって、大きいクラッシュだったりもあったんですけど、チームの皆さんが車を完璧に直してくれて、ここまでまた来れたかなと思います。前回の恵比寿で32で負けたのがすごい悔しくて、またすごい練習して今回もチーム一丸となって決勝まで来れてすごい嬉しいです。本当に高橋選手おめでとうございます。次のラウンド奥井吹では順位抜き返せるように頑張りたいなと思います。皆さん一日ありがとうございました。
You better watch out next round. Akuibuki.
ありがとうございます。だいぶ久々のポディウムなんですけど、多分スープラで初めてで、ちょっといろいろみんな協力してもらってセッティング変えたりいろいろやってやっとここまで来れたんで、次、もう少し上行けるように頑張りたいと思います。みんな協力してくれてありがとうございました。
He's looking to do it again the next round, and he wants to thank his teammates and his sponsors.
Yeah, when Takahashi said that he literally drove it until he couldn't drive it anymore, it's a living proof because his car don't even work.
Yeah. So it's a very close battle. Round 3 or zone 3 and zone 4. Hiro made some slight mistakes. Essentially, that's what it boiled down to. Some mistakes in zone 3 and zone 4. Hiro.
And as always, thank you all for tuning in. We really enjoyed having y'all. Thank you all for having us all weekend. We had a great time up here and hope you all had the same.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you guys next round.
Yep, for round 5
at Okuibuki.
G-SHOCK MRG カシオ。
The brightness called brilliant, blinding and vivid, Valentine.
雨の日の運転って心配ですよね。いざという時によりちゃんと止まれるタイヤといえば横浜タイヤでしょ。
晴れの日の約4倍も事故が多い雨の運転。横浜タイヤならより安心。
タイヤは雨で選ぼう。横浜タイヤ。
追い求めれば求めるほど遠ざかる時もある。でも理想に追いつけるのは自分だけだ。池江璃花子は横浜ゴムと世界に挑戦する。限界はない。行くぞ横浜。
究極の静かさと安全性。オンロード、オフロード、世界中で活躍するケンダ。その信頼を支える静音性、安定性と対摩耗性。世界が認めた技術と信頼を街乗りである。高品質と納得の価格、タイヤのポテンシャルをあなたに。ケンダ。
Ultimate lubricant. Mortis.
What's up, guys? It's Frederick Galspo, and I use RSR suspension on all my drift cars. I love RSR. Iyo RSR Ichiban.
Made in Japan. Breed.
In a world of extremes, this is where they're refined. The real deal. Cusco.
伝統と革新、小倉クラッチのテクノロジーを凝縮。チャンピオンを取るためのクラッチ、小倉レーシングクラッチ ORC。
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products. For those who put it all on the line, whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.